All right, 7:05, 7:01, Judy. Number 2, approval of the consent agenda, so A through J.
Nothing really pressing. I think this was the month that we, Judy, correct me if I'm wrong, that we purchased the 14 passenger, which is here. And I think we also have, did we pay the county this month?
Paid the county and Apple Plus.
And our plus, so that was quite a bit of money in 3 checks.
Yeah.
But next month it's all paid, so yahoo!
Right.
So, other than that, winter dance, junior high kids are going to, do a little fundraiser for the cheerleaders. And do a winter dance, but, unless you had any questions about anything? All pretty standard.
Any other questions? Members made a motion. Is there a second? Judy?
Littlefield,
Yes?
Allison,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Gibson,
Yes.
Willhite.
Yes.
Number 3, discussion and vote to approve the Cherokee Safe School and Wellness Committee and update the wellness policy.
There's a list of people that are actually on the committee in your packet. We just do that once a year for the state, and also we want to keep our state school policies up and things. And then the wellness policy is just every year, TSET comes to us with maybe some few word changes or something they just updated. So once we approve it, we'll take this policy and we'll put our name on it. It's just the TSET's standard policy, and it just basically says we're not going to let people obviously do drugs, smoke, all these, and all the things that, food, things like that. And, you know, it does come back to us. They did give us a $3,000, we've got a $3,000 grant this year with the opportunity of a lot more next year. So, you know, it's pretty good policy, so I do recommend that we approve the updates to the policy and to the committee. And I do want to thank Rita Hall for jumping out there and leading that Safe Schools Committee. She did a really good job in putting this policy. It had some people come through and evaluate what we do with our practices, and then we're compiling a list of what we can do to be better. So Bryce and Rita have kind of taken that on, and I appreciate that they've done that.
Any other questions, comments? Amber's made a motion, do I have a second?
Second.
Shane's second. Judy?
Littlefield,
Yes?
Allison,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Gibson,
Yes.
Willhite.
Yes.
Number 4, discussion and vote to approve the 1920 school year calendar. You want to table that one?
Yeah, I do. I'd like, if you would.
You get mine?
Still in contact with Alva, Timberlake, and Burlington. We kind of are emailing it all back and forth to make sure we're all right on the same dates, that spring break and OIE and that kind of thing, so.
So number 4 will be tabled. Moving on to number 5. Close executive session to discuss the employment of personnel so that the board can return to open session and vote to employ or not to employ personnel on a temporary contract for the school year 18-19. This executive session permitted by 25 OS 307B1. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
TJ motioned, I'll second.
Littlefield,
Yes.
Allison,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Gibson,
Yes.
Willhite.
Yes.
7:05.
What?
Dedicator is.
Seems like there's one in Barbie.
All right.
Yeah.
That's where the security system was. That's the first time I had seen that.
You and I went. That was where the fires were at, you know.
Let her
work. I saw. That's it.
That's brave.
What?
What's new?
Town.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Amber's made a motion, TJ second. Judy?
Littlefield,
Yes.
Allison,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Gibson,
Yes.
Willhite.
Yes.
There we go. Number 8, state meeting minutes.
During the executive session, we discussed the employment of personnel so we can return to open session to vote to employ or not employ.
Did you get the time, Judy?
7:49.
Okay, I didn't know if you heard me. Number 9, vote to employ or not to employ any Eckler on a temporary certified contract for the 18-19 school year.
I made a motion.
TJ's made a motion, do I have a second? Amber, second. Judy?
I can't even keep up, I'm still trying to write this thing down. Did you say you're on number 9
Yes.
already?
Yes.
TJ made the motion.
I
TJ made the
seconded.
motion, Amber second on number 9.
Okay. Littlefield,
Yes.
Allison,
Yes, ma'am.
Parker,
Yes.
Gibson,
Yes.
Willhite.
Yes.
That's why I asked you the time, because
I was,
We open that.
you caught up.
well,
My fingers,
I think I'm
my
good.
fingers are cracking. I got to look at my one.
Number 10, principals reports.
Well, we have kindergarten through 4th grade skating, roller skating this week, so that's the excitement of our
Indoors or outdoors?
indoor.
Oh, good golly.
On the carpeted gym.
Oh,
Have
yeah.
have the Band-Aids ready.
Yeah.
We got
Neosporin, first aid spray.
And the 5th and 6th graders in their basketball tournament this week. Other than that, we're just busy in the classroom till Thanksgiving.
Very nice tournament, a lot of teams. There's 2 more teams, Fairview and, or just one. Fairview's the only other one we had.
Everybody's only new ones I know of. Do you guys in the tournament this week? I don't know. I can't remember.
Yeah.
That's all I have yet.
August will be coming up.
One act, of course, nothing new there, state runner-up. I believe, I hope I'm not wrong in saying this, I believe in the last 5 years they've been state runner-up or state champion. I hope that's right, but, of course, tremendous job, and then they put on, for the community 2 days, and that was very good. The community, I think, really enjoyed that. Mrs. Jordan is just working hard, pre-ACT, ACT testing, working on those type of things. The labor auction is November 13th, and they're having that at the fairgrounds this year. So they're moving that out there from, originally it's always here. Skip a day. The Veterans Day is in, did you say that?
I don't know.
November 12th. Mrs. Jordan's working hard to make that, always be really good. They'll honor veterans. Any veterans that want to come and be a part of that are all invited. So, basketball obviously starting up. Football here this Friday. Mr. Schumbacher playing Turpin Cardinals. So excited about the opportunity to host a playoff game. And just everything. Mrs. Gutch is going to Phoenix next weekend, so that'll be exciting for the FCCLA group. FFA is just all the activities are starting to just be busy if they weren't already. So, the teachers are working hard in their rooms. We're really working on getting some details worked out on our math and reading, make sure we're meeting the needs of what the state's wanting, so I think we're going to see progress moving forward, as well as ACT high schools. That's all I have.
Thanks. Number 11, superintendent.
We are at the end of the completion of the roof, the new roof, and they're going to come back and do a little bit of tweaking here and there. We have the heaters have been put on. The heaters are actually on an app. We didn't get the air conditioning unit and the heating unit, but if the air is set at, say, 72 and it gets too warm in there, the vents will open and it'll bring the cooler air in until it gets to 72 and then shut those vents, and that can be done through an app on your phone.
Will that be connected to those ones that are up
Mm-hmm.
at the very top?
Yeah.
They're going to get all that
Mhm.
stuff, so it's not so.
Yeah, they do it all.
That's
AAC
good.
has done an amazing job, and so it can also be controlled, if it gets too cold, through their app on the phone, so.
Sweet.
glad to have that done. The office spaces across the way is getting ready, and the office staff will be moving into that this week. The principals will be moving out of the classroom, and we'll be putting intervention in there and also making that a PT room for some special needs students. And then give the principals some space too. And Ms. Tucker, Tech, will be moving into the office also. She's been a cubby hole somewhere right now too. So,
You get all that so that it gets in the paper and they understand what's going on.
you know, we're very proud of the high school's ACT score. If you saw the article in the paper, you know, Oklahoma's been so changed so much over the last 10 years, and so you never know what standards you're being held to, but you know, ACT is consistent. And so we know that if we can, our kids can match up nationally with other kids, you know what, they're going to be able to go to college, they're going to be okay. Or if they're not choosing to go to college, we have quite a few kids now going to career tech. Jeremy, how many do you have going over career tech? About 12, 14?
11 or 12, I think. We had originally had more than that signed up and was backed out, but yeah.
So, you know, a lot of kids really making some good choices for their future and utilizing the free tuition from the university, and also that we provide as juniors, and utilizing career tech and getting stronger with ACT. So pretty proud of what we do here, pre-K through 12, 3-year-old through 12, I should say. Really impressed with our 3-year-old teacher this year. After she's finished with her student teaching, she's going to move into the classroom for us. And Deborah's been with us as a teacher's aide with pre-K for many years, and she's doing a fantastic job. As always, the elementary's doing a great job. So things are really, really going well. Proud of Bryce and his team for, you know, moving into the playoffs and being able to utilize that complex with a playoff game. And started basketball today, so we kicked it off with a win. The Lady Chiefs, elementary Chiefs, won like 20-2 with their first game, and then played some more. So really excited about the stuff, things to come, and Christmas will be here before you know it. It's crazy busy. Y'all all have kids. You know how busy it gets, and that's about it for us.
Number 12, new business.
There's no need.
Number 13,
Motion.
TJ made a motion to adjourn. Amber
I
second.
get my feet off.
Amber second.
Littlefield,
Yes.
Allison,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Gibson,
Yes.
Willhite.
Yes.
7:57.
Good.